things. Airlines hope. Senior travelers never learn. Most travelers think the airline is in control the moment they buy a ticket, but two passengers can be on the same delayed flight with the same problem at the same gate and get completely different outcomes. One person waits for hours, accepts whatever the airline offers, and goes home frustrated. The other gets rebooked faster, avoids extra fees, finds a better seat, gets compensation, or even receives money back. The difference is not luck. It is knowing what to ask for. And once you understand how the airline system really works, you stop acting like a helpless passenger and start acting like someone who knows where the levers are. So here are the things airlines hope senior travelers never learn. The first secret is this: your ticket is not always as simple as it looks. Most people believe they bought a guaranteed seat on one specific plane at one specific time. But what you really bought is part of a larger agreement called the airline's contract of carriage. That document explains what the airline owes you, what it does not owe you, and what options may exist when your flight is delayed, canceled, changed, overbooked, or rerouted. This matters because the passenger who says, "What are my options under your contract of carriage?" is having a very different conversation than the passenger who simply yells, "This is ridiculous." One sounds angry, the other sounds informed, and informed passengers often get better help. Here is the move. When a delay or cancellation happens, do not just stand in line waiting for the airline to decide your fate. Open the airline app immediately. Look for other routes. Check earlier flights. Look at nearby airports. See if there are connections through another city. Then, go to the agent with a specific request. Say, "I see seats available through Charlotte. Could you check whether I can be rebooked on that route?" That one sentence can save you hours. Airline employees often have options, but they may not offer every option unless you ask. And for senior travelers, this matters even more. A delay is not just inconvenient. It can mean missed medication timing, arriving after dark, standing too long, losing hotel arrangements, or navigating an unfamiliar airport when you are already exhausted. So advocate early, calmly, and specifically. The second secret is that the cheapest ticket can become the most expensive ticket. Airlines have trained us to sort by price. Lowest fare first. It feels like a win. But the lowest fare may come with hidden costs. Checked bag fees, carry-on fees, seat selection fees, no flexibility, worse boarding position, and fewer options if your plans change. You might save $40 on the ticket, then pay $60 to sit together, $35 for a bag, and lose the ability to make changes without a major penalty. That cheap ticket was not cheap. The real price of a flight is not just the fare. It is the fare plus the inconvenience. For some younger travelers with only a backpack, a basic fare may be fine. But for senior travelers, comfort and predictability matter. An aisle seat matters. Boarding early enough to find overhead bin space matters. Changing a flight without panic matters. A non-stop flight may be worth more than saving a few dollars on a risky connection. Before booking, ask yourself, do I need a checked bag? Do I need to choose my seat? Do I need flexibility? Do I need extra time between connections? Do I need a non-stop flight? Do I need early boarding because of mobility, medication, or comfort? Airlines do not just sell transportation anymore. They sell layers. The seat is one layer. The bag is another. Boarding is another. Legroom is another. Flexibility is another. And every layer is another chance to charge you. The third secret is that seat maps are not the full truth. When you open a seat map and see only middle seats left, it is easy to panic and pay extra immediately. But the seat map does not always show the complete reality. Some seats may be blocked. Some are held for elite travelers. Some are saved for airport assignment. Some may open later when upgrades clear or passengers change flights. That seat map is useful, but it is also a sales tool. Messages like limited availability or only a few seats left are designed to make you act quickly. Now, this does not mean you should always gamble. If sitting with your spouse, friend, or caregiver is essential, book seats early, but understand what you are looking at. The seat map is not a perfect window into the airplane, and for many senior travelers, an aisle seat is not a luxury. It is control. You can stand more easily, use the restroom without climbing over people, stretch a knee or hip, reach the aisle faster if you need help. Airlines know comfort has value, and they price it accordingly. The fourth secret is that overbooking can become a negotiation. Many travelers hear overbooked and think, how can that be allowed? But airlines know some passengers miss flights, cancel, misconnect, or change plans. So they sometimes sell more tickets than seats. Most of the time, their math works. But when it does not, the gate becomes an auction. The airline may ask for volunteers to take a later flight in exchange for compensation. Here is what most passengers do not realize. The first offer is not always the best offer. If they offer a voucher and no one volunteers, that offer may increase. Before accepting, ask clear questions. What exactly is the compensation? Is it cash, a check, miles, or a voucher? When does the voucher expire? Are there restrictions or blackout dates? Will I have a confirmed seat on the next flight? Will you cover meals or a hotel if needed? Can I get this agreement in writing? That last question matters. The agent said is not the same as written confirmation. Volunteering can be smart if you have flexibility, but do not let a large voucher blind you. If you have medical needs, mobility issues, or cannot handle a long airport day, the money may not be worth the stress. The fifth secret is that your airline app may know before the gate agent announces anything. When a flight is delayed, most passengers sit at the gate and wait. But the fastest information is often not the announcement. The airline app may update first. Flight tracking apps may show where your incoming plane actually is. Airport screens may show a gate change before anyone says it out loud. Phone support may offer options while the gate agent is overwhelmed. Imagine your flight keeps getting delayed 30 minutes at a time. The gate agent says, "We are waiting on the aircraft." But a flight tracker shows the incoming plane has not even left another city. That tells you this is probably not a short delay. That is your signal to start looking for options immediately. Call the airline while you stand in line. Check alternate routes. Use the app. Look for nearby airports. Do not rely on one source of information. For senior travelers, having the airline app installed before travel day is no longer optional. Practice using it at home. Know where your trip is listed. Know how to check flight status. The worst time to learn the app is when your flight is canceled and 200 people are already in line. The sixth secret is that you may have benefits outside the airline. Your credit card may include trip delay coverage, baggage delay coverage, rental car coverage, or cancellation protection. Your travel insurance may cover meals, hotels, medical issues, or missed connections. But many travelers never claim these benefits because they do not know they exist. They pay out of pocket, lose receipts, forget details, and go home angry. Here is the rule. A travel problem is not over when you leave the airport. Sometimes that is when the claim process begins. Keep receipts, take screenshots, save delay notifications, write down times, ask for written confirmation, get a case number. A vague complaint says, "My trip was ruined." A strong claim says, "Flight 237 was delayed 5 hours on June 12th. I was rebooked the next morning. Here are my receipts, screenshots, and case number." The one is emotion, the other is evidence. Evidence gets taken more seriously. The seventh secret is that checked bag problems are often predictable. Lost or delayed luggage may feel random, but certain situations increase the risk. Short connections, late check-ins, multiple airlines, complicated routings, international transfers. That does not mean you should never check a bag. It means you should pack as if your checked bag might arrive late. For senior travelers, this is critical. Never put medication only in checked luggage. Never pack important documents only in checked luggage. Never check valuables, glasses, hearing aid batteries, chargers, medical devices, or anything you cannot comfortably go 24 hours without. Your personal item should be your survival bag. Medication, documents, chargers, basic toiletries, snacks, one change of clothes if possible. Luggage trackers can help because they may show whether your bag is still at the origin airport or sitting in another city. But use that information calmly. Say, my tracker appears to show the bag is still in Charlotte. Could that help with the claim? That works better than accusing the employee. Calm information gets better results than angry confrontation. The 8th secret is that loyalty is not always loyalty. Airline rewards programs are not just thank you programs. They are designed to shape your behavior. They encourage you to fly one airline, use one credit card, buy upgrades, shop through portals, and chase status. If you naturally earn status because you travel often, that can be useful. But if you are paying more, taking worse connections, or booking unnecessary trips just to stay loyal, the airline may be winning more than you are. For most senior travelers, the best airline is the one with the best schedule, safest connection, most comfortable route, and least stress. A nonstop flight on another airline may be better than earning points on a connection with your usual airline. Points are nice. Arriving rested is better. So here is the mindset shift. Airlines do not necessarily need you to be uninformed, but they benefit when you are. They benefit when you accept the first option. They benefit when you do not read restrictions. They benefit when you forget to file claims. They benefit when you buy the cheapest fare without calculating the real cost. They benefit when you panic instead of planning. The most powerful passenger in the airport is not the loudest person at the counter. It is the person who knows what to ask for, when to ask, and how to stay calm while everyone else reacts. Before your next flight, remember these rules. Compare the total cost, not just the ticket price. Download the airline app before you travel. Check alternate flights as soon as a delay appears. Keep medication and documents out of checked bags. Document everything during disruptions. Ask calm, specific questions. Do not chase loyalty unless it truly benefits you. And never assume the first offer is your only option. Because once you understand how the system works, flying changes. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, what option do I have now? That question can save you money, time, and a whole lot of stress. And in the next video, we'll cover the travel mistakes experienced flyers avoid before they ever leave for the airport, because the smartest moves do not happen at the gate. They happen at home, before your suitcase is even zipped.